What's up YouTube? My name is Caleb, and today is my first ever YouTube tutorial. Well, second, but my first in the series of my playlist of how to do things that I do on my VRChat avatars. Today, I'm gonna be teaching you how to move the fingers on a gun or whatever, whatever object you want to use, how to move the fingers on it as shown on screen, whether it be flashlights, radios, or weapons. Now, I'm going to show you today. It's really simple. As long as we follow this tutorial and I don't mess up and I explain thoroughly, we should be able to do it, which I hope I don't mess up. Okay. For this example, I need something I need like an object. Shoot. For this example, I have this gun. I'm probably not gonna use this, but actually yeah, I'm gonna use it. Whatever, I don't care if I'm leaking my avatar I'm working on. So just to test, I'm gonna put this gun on his hands and we're gonna use this as an example of how to like do the tutorial and whatever. Okay, I'm gonna make a new controller for this. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is make a new animation for your grip. We're gonna make the grip animation first. It's easier. It's how I used to do it, because I used to merge my gripping animation with my animations up top. So we're gonna call it P99 grip. You can name it whatever. I'm just naming it P99 because that's the name of the pistol. It's a Walther P99, I think. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Okay. After you made your animation, your fingers are gonna be curled. You're gonna be like, what the heck is this? So how you fix this and how you can make it so you can start moving around the fingers is you press add property here, animator, and then you scroll down. Now this could be either on the left or right hand. For this example, I'm using the right hand, so you can see all these fingers. I'm gonna scroll down. Did I just skip it? No, scroll down till I see right hand here, right index, little. These are all your fingers, all the way from index to thumb spread is what you're going to want to use. So if you hold down shift and press the plus, it'll add it and it won't close the menu. So you could just spam it a little bit until you get all of them. Here, right hand, all this is perfect. This is exactly what you need. Now how you edit it is you got to change these numbers. But if you're like trying to change the numbers, oh what the heck, why is his his fingers so hard to move? Easy. Just hover your mouse over the side of it right here and drag. Whoa, you can move his finger like that. I didn't know that. Yo, what is that noise? Max, are you eating? Oh, okay. Alright. So just edit the fingers into a way that is easy for you, and it's different for every rig. So, well, you can reuse your finger animations across different avatars, which I highly recommend doing. Just make sure you move around the values so it actually fits the weapon, but you'll have a good template to use. So I suggest doing that. It helps out a lot. It saved me a lot of time. And yeah, yeah. Oh my God! Wait, that looks good. What the heck? Now once you have gotten to this, once you have finished your hand animation and it's done, if you want to put it on an object, I'm going to show you how to do it right here. We're going to go ahead and, well, step 3, we're going to go ahead make a hands layer or get a hands layer of your own. If you check your gesture or avatar descriptor and it says default, it'll say default gesture like this. But if it says default gesture here, you can simply just go search up hands, right, and then all. And sometimes you got to press this to unhide it. If not, you'll be fine. Scroll down, VRC avatar hands layer, VRC avatar whatever, VRC avatar hands layer thingy. There's 2 of them. Doesn't matter which one you use. One has a nicer idle animation, but whatever, it doesn't matter. What you do, you Control C to copy it, or you copy it here, somewhere. Who knows? You just copy it, then you go back, and then you just paste it somewhere. I like to have my thing called expressions where I put all my menus. You paste it, and then this will be your new hands layer. So what you do is you go to your default gesture, you click it, and then you drag your hands there in there. You drag it in there. So now you can double click to open it up, and bam. This is where your hands will be. This is where we will be working to make sure your hand wraps around the object. We're gonna go ahead and close the hand around the, well, put the animation on the whatever, your object. So what you're gonna want to do, you're gonna go to your parameters, which are on your avatar, because you know how to do that. And if not, you're like early, I guess. Just copy your parameter that you made, and then go to the animator, or go to your hands layer here, parameters, and then it should be well, most times it's a bool. If it's an int, just do the int. But if it's a bool, click bool, and then it'll ask you could double click the name to rename it. Just paste it there. It needs to be exact. Pistol 4 tutorial. Okay, you have your parameter in there. Now we're going to make a new layer. Call it whatever you want. This will be, again, Pistol 4 tutorial. Oh my god. Okay. Press the gear. Turn the weight to 1, and then go to mask. Now press this if it's white. If it's not white, then you don't need to. What that'll do is add more menus. Because if you're trying to find the menu and you can't see it, just press this. Now, depending on which hand we're using is what we're gonna pick. There's VRC hand left and VRC hand right. I'm using the right hand, so I'm gonna use hand right for this tutorial. Now that we're back here, okay, right click, create state, empty. I'm gonna call it idle, or idle slash off, because this is gonna be our off state when we're not using it. What you're gonna want to do to your off state, add behavior, tracking control, and then whatever fingers, you're gonna turn on tracking for it. So I'm using right fingers that I moved, so I'm to turn on right fingers to tracking here. Everything else you don't have to touch. Now we gotta go find our animation. You get your animation that you made for the hand grip, and you drag it in. This is the wrong animation. You go grab P99 grip, or your animation, you drag it in. Bam. Okay, we're here. We made it this far. We can keep going. Okay. It's really simple. Right click. Make transition. Or make transition. Well, bing. And then go here. Exit time off. Transition duration off. Then have it called, well, put the parameter you just made, call it true, and have another arrow back here. Same thing, off. Fixed duration can stay on. Doesn't matter. Transition duration, no, just be 0. Bam. This is tutorial. False. Can't be true when it's going back here. And then your P99 grip, go. Oh nope. Go tracking control, and then animation this time. Okay, that's the simple part. If we go test it, now if we test it, bam, the fingers stay. The finger's not moving when I pull the trigger. What the heck? Okay, now we're gonna make a second animation. Make sure this is a copy of the animation you had before. Oh shoot, I turned it off. Turn your object back on, just in case. Okay, just in case you had it off. So what you're gonna want to do is press record, and in this instance I'm gonna be having the trigger be pulled, so pull the trigger. Make sure you move this up top. So that'll be it. That's me pulling the trigger. And if you want the trigger to move, I suggest doing this on this animation. Go to your rig for your gun, and then move the trigger as well. Pull the trigger. Look at that. Wow. Alright, go back. Make sure your trigger pull animation has no loop time, or else it'll like start jittering out like crazy. And then go back to your gesture layer right here, where you put like your layer, and then go grab your god damn it, where? Oh, okay, grab your animation you just made for the trigger pull, and then go ahead, bam, another arrow, turn all these random stuff off. We don't care about that right now. And make it whatever hand gesture left, gesture right. That's it. Hand left, hand right. I'm doing hand right, so gesture right. And if you want it to be a fist, when you make a fist, it does it. Because you could look over here. All these gestures that they have numbers, and whatever number it has, fist is 1, open is 2, is what gesture you would want to put over here. So if I wanted it to make a fist for it to pull the trigger, then I can see it. Well, if you want to make it have a fist for it, like pull the trigger, it says equals 1 right here. So you go over here, bam, just right equals 1. That is so easy. You did it. Alright, now have a transition back. Turn these off. Actually, yeah. If you don't want to have to make a letting go animation, turn the transition duration to like 15. It'll make it smooth. And then gesture right, not equal 1 this time, because it's when you let go of a fish that you'll let go of the trigger. So let's go ahead and test it out. Did it work? Or did I mess up? Oop. Oh, see that? I mean, I'd probably turn down the transition duration, like make it quicker so it's smoother, but Pum, 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 pum. I'm done. I'm done.
Ayo, epic outro, yeah. Ayo, epic outro, yeah.